be here.
You know, I always wonder, because you guys seem to have picked great personalities as well as good players. Do you actually look at that, or it just happen to fall that way?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to bring in high character guys along with guys that can play the game of basketball. And, you know, through 5 days of practice, we've had high intensity practices. And, you know, it's just a different vibe. I mean, guys are competing, guys are playing for something. And, you know, like Derek, you know, coming off a couple injuries and in New York last year, he's trying to prove something that he could play with a championship caliber team.
Kevin Love with a basketball against Tristan Thompson. He's out there with Dwayne Wade, Jay Crowder, J.R. Smith, and Derrick Rose. And the first shot goes for D. Wade in the cue.
The Cavaliers again. Now you double down on Love, and then all of a sudden you turn around, you got D. Wade coming at you. That's awful tough to handle.
The gold team has Kyle Korver firing and hitting for three. He's out there with Jose Calderon with their first bucket. Tristan Thompson, Jeff Green, and Iman Shumpert out there as Tristan Thompson cleans the glass.
What I like is the ball movement. The ball's getting up and down the floor.
Kyle Korver back-to-back threes in a matter of about 12 seconds.
That is the type of ball that really makes a defense, it gives the defense a lot of trouble up and down the floor like that.
Derrick Rose on the rattler. And as you remember, Mike, as a great shooter that you were, those transition threes are there if you get down the floor, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Kyle can really run the floor, and he's got a quick release, so he doesn't need a lot of time to get it off.
Mention how Iman Shumpert has really shot the ball exceptionally well in training camp.
Yes, he has. He's been really taking advantage of that mid-range shot.
Here comes JR. Nice pocket pass to Kevin Love, and he scored it.
Nice pass, nice give and go, good roll by Love with the left.
Defenses, you know, obviously with his ability to shoot the ball, pass, play in the post, you know, it opens up the floor quite a bit for our team. And, you know, obviously going to be hard for him a little bit, maybe defensively, you know, taking a pounding, so to speak, through 82 games. But
ball in assist to turnover ratio, almost 4-1. So he's always been a pass-first guy. Jay Crowder with that steal, intended for Tristan Thompson. Here comes Derrick Rose, exploding to the hole.
I tell you one thing, I hate to see him coming at me full speed because there's nothing you can do.
I mean, he showed some flashes in camp. He looks like the old D. Rose. He's still got that burst left in him.
Yes, it's amazing.
Canton Charge has been such a beacon of light in the G League, and Cavs really taken advantage of that.
I think that's good for the league, though.
Yep, exactly.
Especially the future of the league. And it helps people keep control of your player longer.
You saw Derrick Rose with that vaunted jump pass, finding Jay Crowder. Now a switch. Kevin Love picks up Green, and Jeff Green with a nice little stroke. Yes.
Well, once teams know that the Cavaliers are going to use Love that way, that's going to be really, I think, the advantage we'll have is to be able to set him up and do things like Dwayne Wade.
Count the bucket on the teardrop, fouled by Tristan Thompson. As Wade saw a lane, came into camp in tremendous physical shape, which you knew he would. Remember, engineered the buyout with the Chicago Bulls. They have correctly changed the wine and gold. I knew it was juxtaposed there on the scoreboard, so they've got it fixed now. Here comes the wine gang, Richard Jefferson.
It's amazing.
Had a great year with the Canton Charge last season. Averaged 23 points a game, 7th in the league. He's out there for the gold squad wearing number 10. At the bottom of your picture.
He was the most impactful player in the league.
As Jose Calderon with that sweet stroke.
Jeff Green is guarding K.
Green at 6'9", has always been a good defender, and the three ball goes. Here comes the Gold Gang. Green, an accomplished post-up player, missed it though. Back tap by Wade, but in the hands of Holland. And he and Kay Felder played together with the Canton Charge, running the break. Beautiful. Holland finished it off.
He can score now.
Yeah, it's good size.
Good size, he can get to the basket.
23 points a game, shot 40% from the floor. Kyle Korver, his third triple here tonight.
Over the top pass from Wade.
Green, 25-18, Gold Squad with the ball and the lead. Nice pocket pass to a cutting Zizic. That's where he makes his living, inside that paint.
Yep. Good. Wow.
Which is high praise.
Yeah, that's high praise there.
Because Zizic has a definite motor and some toughness to his game. And We know Adams does. He flips it up and in. Ante Zizic with a couple of hoops. Former first-round draft pick of the Boston Celtics.
He has size, too.
Okay, Felder got the left hand, but couldn't get it to go. There's Kendrick Perkins. On a reset shot clock. Crowder sold it. A little floater, didn't know he had that in his game.
A little pull-up jump shot.
Yeah, exactly. Zizic pulls the trigger this time. He's at 3 in a row. Little 14-footer.
Yeah, he's a solid player. You can tell he understands the game.
His brother played professionally for 2 decades in Croatia. How about that? As Holland scores. Question, prolonged careers, which is great for the NBA. Derrick Rose out there with J.R. Smith now. Kevin Love. Love sold it. Missed it. Rebound inside Holland on the putback.
In Spanish, and
Yeah.
it was a nice alley-oop.
Yeah, we should have given you the chance to call the three-pointer for
Papa fritas.
Yes, exactly. As Kendrick Perkins on the hook. I'll tell you, Perk is fun to listen to because he's got so much experience and the championship pedigree. Korver squared up and hit that 3.
But D. Rose has had 2 great assists.
When Dwayne Wade
Oh, boy.
is introduced and Derrick Rose is introduced.
Yeah.
We already owe him for the Cubs from last World Series.
Right.
Dunk inside for Kendrick Perkins. Butler now part of the Minnesota Timberwolves, a team that's going to be fun to watch this year. They are loaded with talent. Kevin Love tees it up and hits it for 3.
It'll be fun to prepare for all these teams, for all these new faces, and
Yeah, right.
old faces in new places. Will be the Christmas present for the
Yeah.
Cavalier fans.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas, what a year he had, was certainly an MVP caliber player. As Channing Frye with a mid-ranger.
Yeah, right.
I told him he didn't read the fine print.
One of 6 Spaniards in the NBA, Jose Calderon. Look at Derrick Rose. That takes strength, boy.
I tell you.
And a good way to end our wine and gold scrimmage as Derrick Rose got to the hole to finish it off. We've seen a lot of that. On the miss. A 37-33 game as the Gold Squad has led since the beginning. Nice cut by Jefferson from Kevin Love. And that's part of the split action we're going to see, aren't we?
Yes, and that to me is going to be so important. Again, that's from the weak side.
And that's something they haven't really implemented a lot in training camp. They've been working on strong side, and we'll add some more wrinkles to plays from the weak side, like the Kyle Korver again.
Now that's from the weak side, but that's a little different there.
Yeah, he makes the weak side the strong side.
Yeah, right.
In a heartbeat, nailing another triple. Derrick Rose, acrobatic style.
There's a new look we're gonna see every time our point guard penetrates to the hoop, straight up.
Woo-wee.
Yeah, with explosion.
Boy, he can get to that basket, can he? Whoa.
But he throws that jump pass that I talked about earlier, and that's normally a cardinal sin for players who get in midair. It's usually a turnover, but for him, he does it with a purpose.
I think the difference is with Jeff Green hitting the 3, Freddie, that he does it.
Early on, there were times where he'd hit him in the head because he'd get in midair with an idea of passing first, and Joe Keem was thinking shot, and they had to get on the same page. Eddie Tavares in the follow. I mean, AC, do you remember playing with or against anybody that had the art of that jump pass where he, was not
Not really,
a
because in my day, the jump pass was taboo.
Right.
Because they consider that almost a turnover with a jump pass.
It still is, AC.
Yeah, for 99% of the population, it is. J.R. Smith for 3.
That does a lot for a player's mental psyche.
And a lot to play for. He signed for a
Yes.
veterans minimum, as did Derrick Rose. And those guys who want to prove they've got a lot left in the tank. Kevin Love flares out and hits it. Tough shot that he buried.
The corner 3.
Yeah, the second most cherished shot in basketball, along with a restricted area shot. And Jose Calderon, 67% normally leads the league, so
Right.
that tells you that's a very good number. Oh, nice move by Green. There's some of the athleticism. Fake that dribble handoff, and Jeff Green now has 11. 49-45. You know, Derrick Rose was saying to me the other day, as Jay Crowder knocks it down, Rose said the Chicago Bulls really made him into a scorer. They wanted finals. Not to mention teams in the East that they want to try to knock off as Jefferson gets to the hole.
But that's going to be the key, I think, is how healthy we can stay during the course of the season.
Shumpert had it deflected. Calderon, former three-point percentage champion in the NBA, as he knocked it down. Jose Calderon. Felder on the give up. Nice block. Back comes the Gold Squad at 52-49. Running the floor, Eddie Tavares. So Eddie with a quick flush.
You see, and that's going to be the key for him, getting up and down the.
Tavares with the long arms on that rebound. He's got a 7'9" wingspan. Zizic ran the floor. Early post up against Kay Felder, and he scored. So Ante with 4 field goals.
When I came in the league, the veterans, they used all the tricks, and they would explain how to use all the tricks.
I'll bet. Lenny Wilkins was the top of that list.
Yes, he was. Very crafty.
Tavares on the post. Calderon, 20-foot. Shot is perfect. So he's got a good-looking stroke here tonight, Jose Calderon. In year number 14 overall in the NBA. Remember, he came up with the Toronto Raptors. Spent the first 7.5 years with him. And the three goes. 58-54. A little more than a minute and a half left. Jeff Green on the 3 try. Down the floor, it's Kay Felder. He'll get the easy one. So first hoop, 18-year-old from Slovenia, just won the Eurobasket championship with Goran Dragic of the Miami Heat. He could possibly be a #1 pick. Kay Felder on the move, missed it. And back comes the Gold Squad. Under a minute to play now in this third quarter. And a 58-56 affair. That's Green. Rebound to the floor to the Wine Gang. See if they go 2 for 1 here. And a chance to tie or take the lead. Felder probing. That's Crowder on the rim out. Just a second more on the game clock overshot. As the Gold Squad will work for the final shot of the 24-second clock, I think. Although Ty Lue may call an end to it here.
Yeah, he looks like he was.
Yep.
Yep.
So 58-56 will be the final score. Again, as you talked about, a lot of ball movement and a quick pace.
Yeah, and that's what I was looking for this evening, is to see where they really focused on moving the ball and up and down the floor.
We're going to get a chance to hear from Kyle Korver, Alec Clifton from our Fox Sports Ohio team. We'll get a chance to chat with Kyle, who really showed a radar-like 3 here tonight, as he hit 4 of 6 for 12 points.